Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Thinkific user on Jotform submission. So here I am an online educator, an online course provider, and I'm managing all the courses and the users of the course with the help of Thinkific. That is an amazing learning management platform. Now to take the registrations of the courses, I have created a special registration form with the help of Jotform and I've attached it on my website. Now my objective is that whenever an interested student is going to submit that form to register themselves in the course, automatically that student should be enrolled in course in Thinkific. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Jotform and Thinkific, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to automatically add user in a particular course of Thinkific. So I am an online educator and I am providing courses with the help of Thinkific, that is a learning management platform. To take the registration of the courses, I have created a course registration form with the help of Jotform. Now my objective is that from my website, whenever a person, an interested student is going to register themselves for the course by submitting this course registration form, I want to add that person as a user in Thinkific and then I want to enroll that person in the course. So currently I'm selling this PHP programming course. Okay. Now, I cannot add each and every student manually in the course. I could not enroll the student by adding the details manually because it is going to take a lot of time. Therefore, I want to automate this entire process. Now, to create this automation, I will have to set up the connection between this Jotform, this particular form which I have created, and Thinkific. And that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So let's get started quickly. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive task without the requirement of any coding and any programming skills, simply by setting up our work applications. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. As an existing user, I'm directly going to click on sign in to log into my account. Now this is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And now it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders over here. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appear in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Enroll Thinkific user on Jotform submission. After giving the name to my workflow, I am going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. Among these folders, because I have created a separate folder for all the automations that are related to learning management, so I'm going to select the same folder over here. Now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, a new screen is open in front of us. The screen contains two extremely important windows, trigger and actions. So what are trigger and action? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose my objective is that as soon as an interested student is going to register by submitting the Jotform, automatically that student should be enrolled in my course in Thinkific. So with that, let's suppose we are going to take Jotform in trigger and Thinkific in our action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted by the student, then only that student will be enrolled in course in Thinkific, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, we'll go towards our trigger step and let us select our trigger application. So my objective is that whenever this course registration form of Jotform is going to submitted by an interested student, then I want to capture the response of that student inside Pabbly Connect, and with that response only the workflow should get triggered. So in that case, trigger application over here will be Jotform. As we have done that, now we have to select the trigger event. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. So new response will be our trigger event over here, because we want that whenever a new response will be captured, the response should be shared inside Pabbly Connect as well, and with that response the workflow should get triggered instantly. To capture the response every time, we have to set up the connection between Jotform and Pabbly Connect. To build this connection, you can see we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. So basically, we need to follow the given instructions step by step carefully. And here, as we will follow the instructions, we will be able to insert this webhook URL inside our Jotform account in the particular form. And as we will do that, then the webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new form submission towards Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL and then I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So first of all, we have to log into our Jotform account. Then we have to select the specific form which we want to connect with Pabbly Connect. So this is the course registration form which I want to connect with my Pabbly Connect account. Okay, so I will go towards edit form section. After coming over here, we will find three options: build, settings and publish. So if you want to edit the form, you can just edit it with the help of this build section. Now we are going to go towards settings to build the connection between this form and Pabbly Connect. After coming on settings, from the left side here we can see the option of integrations. After coming on integration section, let us select webhooks over here, because webhook is the method by which we are setting up this connection. And now in the field of add webhook, we have to simply paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just this step, and we have to click on complete integration. As we have done that, the integration is successfully created. This means our form in Jotform is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now every time the form will be submitted, the response is going to be captured. It is showing waiting for webhook response inside Pabbly Connect. So we have to do a test submission to capture the response. How we are going to do that? By simply submitting the form which we have recently connected. So this is the form, course registration form. I have connected it already. Now I'm going to go towards publish section and I will find the shareable link of the form. So I'm going to simply copy this link. I'm going to open it in a new tab and I will simply submit it. So when I will submit this form, automatically the response will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let me start with a name. Let's say the first name of the student who is submitting this form is new, and let's say the last name of this student is new student. Let's say the email of the student is newstudent90@pabblytudes.com, and let's say the phone number of this student is. So all the random details. Now it is asking us, would you like to be updated about the course? So I have selected yes, and let's submit the form. As we have submitted this form, let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. We will wait for the response, and you can see that yes, the response is already captured. So in the response, we have received all the details. Let's start reading them one by one. First of all, we have the webhook URL through which this form is connected. Then we have the username of my Jotform account. We have the type of the form, that is web form. We have the submission ID. When you scroll down further, here we can see the first name and the last name of the student. The opt-in status is yes. We have the email address and the phone number. And all these details are exactly the same as we have entered in the form. This means our connection between Jotform and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So every time a new form is going to be submitted by the student, automatically the response of that form is going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Once the response is captured, we want to enroll the student who has submitted the form as a user in Thinkific. So now for that, we have to build the connection between Thinkific and Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, let's go towards our action step and let us select our action application as Thinkific. After doing this, we have to select the action event as well. So first of all, before enrolling the student in the particular course, we have to create this person as a user. So create user will be our first action step. Let's click on connect. For building this connection, you can see we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. So if you already have created an existing connection, you can just go with that. But to create a new connection, I will tell you what you are supposed to do. So we'll go towards add new connection. Let us click on connect with Thinkific. Here it is asking us the subdomain. So it is given in the instructions, enter the subdomain of your account. Subdomain that can be found at the URL of your Thinkific account. Okay. So it is given in the instructions and the example that in case if your URL of Thinkific account is this, then the subdomain will be after https:// and before .thinkific.com. This. Okay. So how you're going to get it? First of all, for this you have to go towards your Thinkific account. After coming on Thinkific, here we have the URL. So let's go towards the URL, and here we can see that after https:/ and before .thinkific.com, here we have the subdomain. So I will simply copy it from here. We will move back and paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save. As we have done that, our authorization has become successful because the subdomain was correct. Okay. This means our connection between Thinkific and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So now we have to move forward towards entering the details in these fields to create our user in Thinkific. Let's start with a name. So here we have to enter the first name, last name, email, other details. So are we going to enter them manually? Not at all. Actually, we are creating this automation. So we have to enter the data in such a way that it should get replaced automatically with each and every new response, because we are not going to change the data every time when the new form will be submitted. So to automate this process, instead of entering the data manually, we have to map it from the previous step. This is our previous step given, and we can see that we have received all the details. First of all, we require the first name, which is given over here. When we will select it, it is inserted and it is mapped. When we have mapped this name from the previous step directly, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So this means that every time a new form will be submitted in Jotform by an interested student, automatically the name over here and all of the details which we are going to map are going to replace with the new details of that new student. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of creating the users and enrolling the users in courses of Thinkific. Instead of this, if we will enter the data manually over here, then it will become static and then it is not going to replace. Okay. Therefore, mapping is very important. In the similar manner, we will map all of the details as well. Now, the next is the last name. So let's map the last name over here. Then we will map the email. Then we will map then here it is asking us for the password. It is not mandatory, so we can also ignore this field. If you want to enter some other details, you can enter them. I'm going to ignore these fields for now. And here we do not have any option of phone number, so we do not have to enter it. Okay, so let's click on save and send test request button directly. And as we have done that, you can see that we have received the response. Okay, in the response, we have received all the details. Along with this, we have received very important thing, that is the ID of this user. This means this user, new student, is added in our Thinkific account. So let me take you towards Thinkific. We'll go towards the user section. Let's go towards all users. And here we can see that yes, new student is added over here as the user. But this particular student is not currently enrolled in any of the course. When I'm going to open the student, you can see that here this particular student is not enrolled in any of the course. So now we have to enroll it. So for that, once again, we are going to build the connection between Thinkific and Pabbly Connect. Let's go towards the action step. Let's click on this add action step button. We will select our action application once again as Thinkific. And then we will select the action event. What you want? This time I want to enroll the user in the course. So we have selected enroll user. Then let's click on connect. As we have done that, now we will go with the existing connection only, because we have already built the connection earlier. And the connection is built. So now it is asking us in which course you want to enroll the student. I have two courses over here. You can see PHP programming and programming in Python. Currently, I have created this registration form for PHP programming course. So I will select PHP. Then we have the user ID. So in this place of user ID, we have to enter the ID which we have received from our earlier response, the user ID which we have received. Okay, so we have to map that so that it could be changed every time with a new response. For that, let's turn this mapping button on. Here we will delete the existing data. And we will select the user ID which we have received from the previous step. So this is the ID. I will simply select it and it is mapped. When we have done that, let's click on save and send test request button now. And as we have done that, you can see that the response is captured. So in the response, we have received all the details. We have the course ID as well. This means that the student is enrolled in the course. So now I'm going to take you towards Thinkific once again. Let's go towards the user section. As you can see, this is the user which we have recently enrolled. And we can see that in the enrollment section here, we have one. So when I'm going to open the student, we can see that the student is enrolled in this course PHP. This means our connection between Jotform and Thinkific is absolutely successful. And now every time a new form will be submitted by a student in Jotform, automatically that student will be added as a user in Thinkific and also will be enrolled in a particular course. So after completing this automation, once again, I'm going to show you the real example to check whether the automation is running fine or not. So I will go back towards Jotform. I'm going to copy the link of this form and I'm going to submit it with some other details. Let's say this time the name of the student who is submitting the form is demo, and let's say the last name is student. Let's say the email is demo12@pabblytudes.com, and let's say the phone number is this. When I'm going to click on submit, the form is submitted, and as the form is submitted, let's go and check on Thinkific. We'll go towards the user section once again. And we can see over here that without any manual efforts, a new student is added over here with the name as demo student. All the details are exactly the same. And also the student is enrolled automatically in PHP course. This means our connection between Jotform and Thinkific is absolutely successful, and also our workflow is running fine. So you can also very easily create this automation step by step without any coding and programming skills for your business. I hope this automation is clear to you, and also it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.